In my 30-plus years as a pediatrician, I never asked a family if they were facing food insecurity. And part of the reason is, if they said yes, then what am I going to do? Give them 20 bucks out of my pocket? Tell them to go to the nearest restaurant? We didn't have something in place to help them. So in November of 2012, we brought a coalition together representing the food industry, public health,
food banks and private organizations,
charity people, the health department, the food safety people, and a host of people from within the food industry.
Everybody that we could think of. And there were about 25 people in the room. And we said to them that we need your help to determine how we can end hunger.
Our goal is pretty lofty, but it's something we really strive to, and it's to end hunger in Orange County.
But that's what you need to start out with, is planting your flag on something that is important to you and to other people.
Almost 400,000 people face food insecurity in Orange County.
1 in 5 kids in Orange County don't know where the next meal's coming from either.
The process is very simple, and honestly, I can't believe we hadn't done this before.
We have a 3-pronged approach to this issue. The first prong is to get restaurants to start donating food that aren't donating food. So we used environmental health specialists that go out and do restaurant inspections.
They dispel myths about liability.
We give them a 1-page sheet that says, under the Good Samaritan Act, you're not held liable if you prepare the food correctly and donate it.
And they tell them it's okay to donate food, and here's how to do it, and we're behind you.
Anything that's left over that we don't need, it's not something that we're going to sell, we want to be able to give away. So we'll call food finders.
we send either our driver or an agency direct to go and pick that up to use either that day or next day.
We also partner with Children's Hospital of Orange County to implement a food insecurity screening tool, which allows for doctors to identify which of their patients actually suffer from hunger or experience hunger on a daily basis.
So for the first time that I know of, we're asking the question.
And then they refer them to our Google map of pantries.
You click on one of the pins, it gives you the name, hours of operation, what types of food it has, the availability, and the phone number. So now, if you say you're facing food insecurity, I can refer them to our Google map and say, look at the location, put in your zip code, and it'll tell you the food pantry closest to you. So we're increasing the food supply, we're identifying people in need, and we're referring them to those locations.
That food would have been destined for our landfills had it not been for Waste Not OC.
I mean, this is both about feeding hungry people, but it's also about environmental stewardship.
This is a perfect win-win situation.
Now it's a matter of just trying to change the culture in the kitchen to, make sure people understand, well, before you throw that out, someone can eat that today or tomorrow.